I do what I do. He knows what I'm about to tell him right now. It's Mr. Keep Running Your Mouth. That's what I do.
I just feel like I'm the champ, and at the end of the day, I'm just a fighting motherfucker. It doesn't matter. Inside, outside, I can just fight. So I just feel like if it gets down to the wire, and we gotta lock it up, I'm out on top.
Hey, look, as you can see how I'm looking, I stay solid. I'm always solid. I stay fucked solid up, man. You know what I'm saying? To the fans that know.
I do that job outside the ring. I'm a fighter. Like I said before, ain't no safety on the clock, so
I'll take them how they come and make them look ordinary.
When I was a casual, I thought as a casual, I spoke like a casual, and I looked at boxing like a casual. But when I became a hardcore, I put away all those casual things. This is Michael Rogers, and welcome to Bodywork Boxing. What's going on? I'm Michael Rogers. Welcome to Bodywork Boxing. And I just wanted to take a second out, man, to just shoot my man Errol Spence a message, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you standing aware. I know you got your ears to the street, but man, I hope the eye is getting better, because I am seeing a lot of bullshit out here in these boxing streets. A lot of crazy ass narratives being painted. And man, if you know Earl, if you can get a kite to Earl, if you can say, you know what I'm saying, you can get a little berry over to Earl, you know what I'm saying? We need to holler at Earl, man, you know what I'm saying? Because it all started back when Earl got the eye injury. I've never seen so much blasphemy in my entire life in these boxing streets, you know what I'm saying? The first narrative was that he ducked Manny Pacquiao. I was like, man, why would a man duck his biggest payday? You know what I'm saying? Make that make sense. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know what I'm saying, a couple weeks later, you know what I'm saying, a well-known channel that I watch, you know what I'm saying, all the time, just from the eye injury alone. Now, this channel, they was pushing Spence hard, you know what I'm saying, did interviews, talk to your pops, you know what I'm saying, had your pops on the show, was just doing all this stuff, you know what I'm saying. All of a sudden, as soon as you got injured, and they were saying that you were the best welterweight, all of a sudden, Bud became the best welterweight. I was just like, what happened? Because the fight finally got pushed forward with Sean Porter. Then, so that's what Errol's stock dropped. You know what I'm saying? When the fight with Bud and Porter got on the table, like nothing happened. They didn't fight yet, but all of a sudden, Errol's stock started dropping. I'm like, how? Make that make sense. Now it's all these narratives, and just like the last time when the car accident, when Bud came out and told Spence to pull his panties up, I was like, man, I don't know about characters, man, but like that was some wild shit, in my opinion. How you gonna wait till the man get hurt to start talking all that? Then, as soon as he get well, oh no, that fight is behind me. So then, fast forward to when the eye injury happened, it's like, oh man, you know, all this trash talking, and it just got outlandish. The last thing he said, I forgot what he said, but I was like, man, how you? So when the eye injury happened, I'm like, here we go talking again. So now it came out that that Earl was coming back, you know what I'm saying, in February, and it's like, oh no, I'm past that fight. I'm like, man, make up your goddamn mind, man. And man, inside the ring, man, I think Bud is a killer. But the outside of the ring shenanigans, I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? We all know what Earl said. This man said, I'm going to sweep up my side of the street, then I'm going to cross the street. And now all of a sudden, because, you know what I'm saying, it's been an intersection in these streets, you know what I'm saying, people actually going across the crosswalk to get it on, you know what I'm saying, after being threatened with a purse bid and almost going through purse bid and getting an extension and all that. Now all of a sudden, it's all these narratives about how Spence been ducking Bud for years. I'm like, man, stop with the jokes. You know what I'm saying? And then here recently, this what made me actually do this video. Because I heard the most outlandish shit this morning. I was like, man, y'all, I don't know. This is a what have you done for me lately type sport. You know, and salute the Boots. You know what I'm saying? I did a video on him. I believe that he does have a bright future. I was calling him the Candyman because not many people were saying his name. You know what I'm saying? I understand the business of boxing as to why the people that are actually trying to unify and that's right up there in contention, they're not going to step out of their way to actually say, all right, let me put this on hold just to handle you. It's like, no. You know what I'm saying? So you got to pay your dues and move your way up. And I believe that as long as Boots keep making people look ordinary, his time to shine will come. But the craziest shit I heard with this morning was after Boots beat Delorme coming off of a loss, it looked like he was weight drained. He got knocked the fuck out in the first round. All of a sudden, Spence is scared. So now, all of a sudden, the narrative is Errol ducked Keith, and Keith didn't really duck Errol. Errol ducked Bud, and now he's scared of Boots. And Boots said, Ugas, Crawford, Spence, and Thurman. But somehow, on the show, I was surprised. On the show that I watch and check for all the time, people were just running with this crazy ass narrative about how Errol is actually scared of Boots. I'm like, man, this gotta be, this is a what have you done lately sport. You know, it's no disrespect to Boots. You know what I'm saying? It's no disrespect to these other guys. But we know Errol did all that heavy lifting. We know how it was when it was hard. That's why you fought Mikey. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was really wanting that smoke. Keith Thurman said that he thought that was going to be his end-all, be-all to where he basically cashed out. And he said with his own mouth that he put that fight off too long, and maybe in hindsight it was his fault. They don't want to hear that, though. But all these narratives getting pushed. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, man, like, how? Like, don't you know there's videos of you guys sitting up here talking about Spence and how he was the man and he was the big fish, and now suffer a little injury, you know what I'm saying, got a little time out, you know, and now all of a sudden it's all these narratives. Narratives. They all love narratives. So I'm like, man, I'm saying, look, Spence, I hope the eye is doing well, you know, but what actually caused me to actually make this video was because somebody said, oh, well, normally Spence, he be watching these fights. Normally he'll tweet out something after, but since Boots said Earl's name, that Spence is mighty quiet. It's basically crickets. I'm just saying, hey, man, hey, champ, get well soon, you know what I'm saying? Hey, brush them brooms off, man, because it sounds like they putting a little bit more. They putting some bags, you know what I'm saying? They got some recycling bins over there on your side of the street now, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to get the broom out, you know what I'm saying, the full suit. You might have to get some, you know, some Windex, you know what I'm saying? You might have to clear some things up for these fools, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to check in with you and say, man, hey, we got to hear from you, man, what you trying to do. Because I know you were trying to get that Ugas, but we just want to hear from you, man. We want to know what's going on, man. We need that same energy that you have, which we know you're going to bring it. You know what I'm saying? We know it's ManDown, you know. But hope you get well, you know what I'm saying? We want to hear from you. And, man, can you come out and address this whole situation and clear this up, man? Because it's getting crazy out here in these boxing streets. You know what I'm talking about? Body work.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I do what I do. He knows what I'm about to tell him right now. It's Mr. Keep running your mouth. That's what I do.
I just feel like I'm the champ, and at the end of the day, I'm just a fighting motherfucker. It doesn't matter. Inside, outside, I can just fight. So I just feel like if it gets down to the wire, and we gotta lock it up, I'm out on top.
fuck something up, bro. You know what I'm saying? To the fans and all
Do
that.
that job outside the ring. In the fighter, like I said before, there ain't no safety on the clock, so I'm gonna